How's it going, guys? My name is Tavarish, and today I'm putting on a brand new bumper on my Lamborghini. But first, I'm gonna hack it to bits. So if you guys are new to the channel, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys like it. And if you do, consider subscribing. If you are unfamiliar with this car, this is my 2008 Lamborghini Gallardo Spider. You can take a look at all the videos in my playlist right up here. So what we're gonna be doing today is focusing on the aesthetics of this car. I want this car to look great. I want it to perform well. I want this to be the best example of a, well, salvage title Lamborghini ever. And speaking of being the best, this gives me an opportunity to introduce today's sponsor, Vikings War of Clans. So guys, if you enjoyed the old school RPG and strategy games of the 90s and 2000s like I did, you will love Vikings. So the game is not only about clan battles, you can do a full-on nation versus nation combat scenario, and you can choose your own playstyle. Know how to manage people? You can be a clan leader and reign your empire. If you have the killer instinct, you can annihilate your enemies. And if you're an economist, you can use your skills to build a really prosperous city, even though I'm more of a run and gun type player myself. Install the game using the links in my video description, and you can get 200 gold and an initial protection shield. Check it out. So let's start off right here. This is a cool little package that I got from Poland. This is a LP570 style bumper. Now I say style because it's not a LP570 OEM bumper for Lamborghini. I chose to do an aftermarket recreation in fiberglass because bumpers for this car are very expensive. If I were to get a real 570 bumper, that would have been like $5,000, and that's not even including the optional diffuser. Actually, the diffuser is not optional, but that wouldn't include the diffuser, that wouldn't include the grills. This came all included with shipping for around $1,600, which for a bumper, it's actually a lot of money, but for this car, it's a bargain. So I'm gonna be taking it out of the plastic wrapping. We're gonna take it out, put it over here, and then we're gonna offer it up to the car and see if everything fits. Now, I don't think that everything is gonna fit because, well, number one, these exhaust pipes stick out way too much. These, I probably have to change these exhaust tips for shorter ones. This is a 9-inch tip, and I probably have to exchange it for like a 6-inch tip just to have this a little bit more recessed. But the major thing that I'm worried about is this, which I call the baller pipe, which is, I mean, it just looks so baller. This is protruding a bit from the frame. Now the frame I don't actually have in the car, frame is over there. The frame goes back here, it's like a box section, and that is what the bumper bolts onto. And this protrudes a little too much, and I think I'm gonna have to trim just this piece. We'll see how it works on that bumper, but first I have to take it out and see how it looks. Hopefully it's not too bad. All right, here it is in all its glory, and it looks pretty good. I mean, considering that it is a fiberglass recreation, it looks really, really sharp. Now, there are a few scratches from delivery. I mean, this did come from the other side of the world, but it really is not bad, and I think that this is a perfect starting point for the body shop. I mean, it does have little nick right there. That's not too big of a deal. So I'm really antsy to see what this looks like on the car. But I know that it's probably not gonna fit with these exhaust pipes on. So I'm just gonna take off these 15mm bolts, I believe, or 9/16, I don't know what they are. But I'm just gonna take these off, take the tips off, and then I'm gonna offer it up just to see what it sort of looks like as a mock-up. All right, so the bumper is sort of mocked up as much as it can go, but as you can see, there is still a sizable gap, and that is because, I'm not sure if you guys can see, but the pipe down there is actually hitting the bumper. It's hitting the bumper right where I thought it was gonna hit. It's hitting right in this area. So this is, well, this is just a blank area that's used for the license plate, and in Europe they have very long license plates. Here, not so much. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to cut along this seam. So this is just kind of a flat piece of fiberglass, and I'm just gonna cut along this seam all the way across, and maybe I'll leave this little strip here because that's where I'm gonna mount my license plate. and then it's going to be open. Maybe later on I can put a mesh like this. This actually is really easy to get. But for now, just to mock this up, I am definitely gonna have to cut this, and hopefully I don't screw up too badly. All right, that's a little more like it. Take a look at my hands and take a look at the floor. This is what happens when you try to cut fiberglass. It's not very clean. So I have this a little bit better on there, and you can see where we cut out. Now this is not anywhere near finished. I do need to still do this, and we are gonna put a little finisher piece, and I think we're gonna take out this inner frame here because it doesn't seem to actually do anything. I'm gonna leave this here and maybe put a little bit of an L bracket because this is where we're gonna mount our license plate. I do have a mount that comes out here. That should be perfectly fine. We have the exhaust here, and it does seem to be hitting right here, so I have to cut out a little bit more there and a little bit more there, but I think it's gonna look pretty good. Now the exhausts, I do need to put a smaller tip on there because if we get this is gonna be coming out quite a bit. That's like Bosuzoku style. That's not what I want for this Lamborghini. So we're gonna need a smaller tip, but the exhausts are pretty centered. This one I have to bring down just a little bit. It's a little bit too far up, but that's not a big deal. And the rest of it, I actually need to do a lot of little fine adjustments. So when I mean fine adjustments, I mean, take a look at the fitment here. Now, this is not hard to do. All I have to do is screw this in place. There's one screw right here and another one on the other side. And then I just have to make sure that this lines up with this. So this fender is actually movable in and out. And I left all these pieces loose. You can see that this is loose just so I can mount everything. Now, I do need to still take off this bumper one last time. Well, not one last time, a few more times, because I have to fit this. That's the inner frame, and that is integral to the structure of the car, integral to the safety of the car. We don't want to leave that out. Guys, look at this. This is looking really, really good. Now, it's not bolted on. There still is that little gap there. I will be doing the bolt-on stuff a little bit later, maybe in an upcoming episode, or I'll probably do it off camera because it's not worthy of a video. But take a look at the back end of this thing. So what I wanted originally was something where you can see the whole twin turbo kit, and if you go down, you can see the baller pipe down there. Obviously, I'm gonna have some different tips, but if you look at through this grill, you can see the entire turbo kit, and I keep on calling it a kit. It's a turbo system. I'm sorry. This looks really, really good. Now, this is all going to be body color. The bottom is going to be a gloss black, so it's going to be a white on black theme. And I'm really enjoying the way this looks. Now, the only thing I don't like is the taillights, or rather are the taillights. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get taillights from a newer car, but that might have to wait a while because these taillights, well, the newer ones are $5,000. So I have to get those taillights and also a finisher piece here, which is another $700. So we're looking at like $6 grand just to do a taillight conversion, but it's gonna look a lot better. And then I'm gonna get that Superleggera wing. I'm gonna fix it. It's actually over there somewhere. So before I end this video, I wanted to show you how I clean up these edges. Now these are frayed edges and they don't look very good. And to clean them up, I'm just gonna use this edge trim. So you can find this really, really cheaply at Amazon. I'll put a link in the description. And all you have to do, well, this I have to put up top so you don't see the seam, but all you have to do is literally just put this on like this and you have a nice clean edge. And I did that in the front where the intercooler, or rather the heat exchanger, sits, and it looks really, really good. And this stuff is pretty heat resistant, and I don't think it's gonna melt or anything like that. Even though there's gonna be some heat coming through here, this is gonna look really good, and it's very durable, and it's super cheap, so it's a win-win. All right, guys, so It is actually raining here. So we got the bumper on. We cut out a lot, and I'm actually really surprised that we didn't cut out too much. You never want to cut out too much. So this is looking a lot better. I love the diffuser. I love the look of this car. Man, I can't wait to see it painted, but I've said that already. So I'm gonna leave you with that. I'm gonna button up everything. I'm gonna get this on there. I'm gonna get this this finisher piece, or rather the integral piece underneath there, but it should be just a bolt-on affair. And then I will get it ready for the body shop coming next week. But before that, I'm gonna have this car on the dyno, hopefully this weekend, and that's gonna be a lot of fun. So I hope you guys can join me there. If you'd like to contact me, you can do so at The Real Tavarish. That's Instagram and Twitter, facebook.com/AskTavarish, and AskTavarish@gmail.com is my email. I read all your emails, guys. Thank you so much for sending them, and I do love when we get to talk. I love to talk to you guys, especially when I spend all my time just working on cars like this. If you'd like to buy a shirt that says you are the warranty, like that, you can do so at the Teespring store down below. Every single dollar from profit goes to charity at the end of every month. So yeah, it's for a good cause. Not sure what charity is going to go to next month, but this month it went to the Open Road Foundation. You can check links for that in my Instagram. I posted a bunch of stuff for them there. If you'd like to listen to me talk with a really good friend, Andrew Howell, I have a daily podcast. It's going to be down below. And until next time, this is me telling you that on cars like this that now have awesome bumpers, well, I need to finish them 100%, but they still have awesome bumpers nonetheless. You guys need to wrench every day.